We go one-on-one with UIC's Tai Odiasie, who had a great freshman season in the Horizon League. I want to know, who was the toughest competitor you went against your first year?
Well, seeing that I was injured for most of the conference season, I got to only play against a few, but probably Petros from last year. He was a senior. It's probably one of the biggest people I had to guard that season.
Now you say that because you kind of owned him, late in that season.
I guess.
I see where you went with that. That's okay. I appreciate that. Where do you get your toughness from?
My parents, they always taught me just not to give in. Anybody get you down, just get back up, try again. Honestly.
Is there a specific lesson or anything that you remember from them that still inspires you?
Seeing that they're from Nigeria,
they
had to work for everything they got now. My dad's still working, my mom's still working, and they work every day like they still have something to get for us, like they still have to provide for us. I just build off of that, honestly.
What did they tell you about that journey that is almost unbelievable when you think about what they went through?
Every time I go home, they tell me a little bit more every day. My dad, he worked in Israel for a little bit, trying to make ends meet out there, and then he came to the U.S. My mom came from Nigeria to the U.S. They all had a lot of siblings they had to take care of. My mom was the youngest out of all her siblings. My dad was the oldest, but they were also the first out of their family to come to America. So they tell me it wasn't an easy journey at all, getting visas to come here and all that, working every day.
What does that do to your perspective?
Really humbles me, honestly, seeing that I get a full ride to school and that I didn't have to go through all that. It really makes me work harder, and it just makes me want to make my family proud even more.
All right, now speaking of working harder, according to your bio, you're a biological sciences major. Now, what do you want to do with that?
I want to become an anesthesiologist.
Anesthesiologist. Yes. Are you okay around needles?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What inspires your budding career in anesthesiology?
Well, before basketball, I really didn't get into basketball until about freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
When I started seeing some growth in myself. 7th grade, I was in this science program called PSTP, Physician Scientist Training Program. And 7th grade, I went to Texas by myself for 6 weeks, just learning the ropes about science and all that. And then the next year, we went to University of Pennsylvania, stayed there for 8 weeks, and I got to work in the lab and got familiar with all the lab techniques and science techniques and all that. So through that, I kind of got interested in anesthesiology.
So what's is your favorite science area biology?
Yes, I do not like chemistry at all.
Those formulas and that tables,
Stay away from
that one.
Yeah.
Physics, watch out for physics too.
No,
yeah,
never.
Too much math involved there. What's been your favorite biology project that you've done either in high school or in college?
Well, even before high school, we had to do a project in which I had to study the growth hormone in rats and give a 15-minute presentation by myself on how it works and how it functions in rats, joints and all that.
Did you go to New York City and study any of those?
No, that was in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Who inspired your basketball play? I know you took it up late, but who was the one that really got you into the game that you look back on and say, if it weren't for that person, I wouldn't be here playing today?
Well, when I was young, my parents brought home a basketball hoop and they set it up. And I didn't have a basketball at first. I actually had this little SpongeBob bouncy ball that I used to shoot. And ever since then, I just loved the game. Watching it on TV at a young age, just really loved the game. So my parents and NBA players.
Okay, I want you to be in my position for a moment. I'm calling you on the court. What adjectives am I using to describe your game?
Athletic, long, fast, relentless.
You didn't say great, but I'll use great. How about that too? Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Great stuff.